This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Okay, so it is April Fool's Day. I know. Happy birthday to JJO.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one that switched it over?
27. I hit the big red button, and we flushed Bob Dylan down the toilet, and out came Metallica.
Nice.
And everybody collectively crapped.
Was Metallica was the first?
They soiled themselves. It was that or, God, it felt like it. I know there's some tasty Van Halen in there. But, I mean, we went from a really, really slow classic rock. I mean, it was just like that goopy old stuff, classic rock. I can't think of any goopy old classic rock now, but it was goopy. It was super goopy. And like Yes, old Yes 10-minute songs, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you and Greg were doing mornings with that music?
No, I mean
No.
we flipped it.
Okay.
Pretty quick. I don't think we were on the air. Oh God, I got to remember. That's 27 years ago. Were we on the air first? And then we flipped it.
I thought, yeah.
When April Fool's came around.
Yeah.
We might have been on the air for a week or something.
Yeah.
Because Crash and Burns, did they get fired or did they quit? I don't know what happened.
I thought they got reassigned tasks.
Yeah, they might have got moved down the hall.
Yeah.
And then I think we kept it up and then flipped it over.
There you go.
All at once. And then all hell broke loose. The AC/DC library was well greased and played.
Yeah. When Blake told me those old stories, they went to Best Buy to buy all the CDs to start the station.
Yeah, I don't think they played a song post 1980.
Yeah.
Back when it was the old JJO. It seems like.
Well, in a new poll, 46% of people say they find April Fool's Day pranks amusing, while 40% find them annoying, proving that we are divided on everything. More for the other 14%, it's a case-by-case thing. So it's got to be good, not just stupid. 54% of people say they have played an April Fool's Day prank on someone, and 65% of people say someone has played a prank on them. Okay.
I had a dream I got fired over the weekend. I always have that dream, though.
Yeah.
Which always feels...
Talk to me about your dream.
I don't know how it relates, but it's weird. I dreamt last night I had like 1 million kittens, and I couldn't pick them all up. It was really...
You're like, I need bigger arms.
They were just fat, tiny kittens. I don't know what's going on. I should talk to a shrink.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I've been telling you that for a while.
I don't know what that means.
Well, and then
probably like your goals. It's probably something to do with goals or something. Like never achieving your goals. I tried to pick them up and I couldn't. I don't know. Kittens, metaphor for.
Dreams about kittens can represent innocence and your desire to reconnect with your inner child. Kitten dreams may symbolize new beginnings. Indicating that a new job or relationship is around the corner.
Is that true?
That's what it says.
A new job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Holding a kitten in your dream can be a sign to face the problems that are stressing you out in order to feel at peace.
What am I fighting? I have some internal conflict I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good?
Maybe I don't have enough kittens. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's a cat out there calling my name.
Yeah.
At the shelter. I should go look.
My Laney had a dream last night that aliens invaded.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they doing butt stuff or what?
Funny. I asked the same thing. I was like, well, you know what that dream means.
We never ask are there other worlds? Did they ask about other civilizations and space travel and time full travel continuum? No, it's like, did you get your butthole bored out or what?
I was all like, I think I know what the dream is indicating.
Let me get the goop and I'll be right in.
No, so the dream was she was driving and all of a sudden it went from day to night. which is about to happen with the eclipse, which is what makes this dream extra kind of creepy.
For real.
And then the daylight came back, but there was no communication.
Watch what you wish for, dude.
You couldn't communicate with cell phones or nothing. And then the next thing she knew, well, you didn't know how dreams work. Everybody was taken by the aliens, and we were all in a room.
Listen, you're going. Where are you going? Illinois. Where are you going?
Carbondale, but I don't.
You going to a truck stop? Or
I'm
something?
debating going now because
it's chaos.
It sounds like it's going to be chaos.
It's chaos. They are telling people to not go. To where they're going.
I'm still going to take the day off of work, though.
Me too, because I worry about you, and I can't work under these conditions. I want to make sure everything's okay. I worry for humanity. I'm not coming to work. No, when the full eclipse is on, if it's not cloudy, which the percentages say it's going to be cloudy. I just read that last night. So you might be saving yourself a road trip.
Yeah.
But
and like
you ought to when it's full eclipse and it's dark, you should get a little finger in her butt.
All right.
Well, that was easy. Dreams can come true. All right.
Yeah, which I thought that was it's strange because,
interesting.
The eclipse is happening. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to go down there ananymore.
It's making us all crazy.
There's too much traffic, and here's my thing.
I got to find a story.
I don't want anyone to hit my goddamn car.
For sure, dude.
And not that my car is anything crazy, special, and amazing. It's not. Other than the fact that it runs really good. But I need my vehicle. And I just can't. If somebody hit my car, I think I lose my mind.
I'm trying to find this story. I'll find it. It's about Niagara Falls. And they're telling people to stay the hell away. They're expecting over 1 million people. Because, it's in the line. What do they call the line of eclipse?
The path of totality.
The path of totality.
Doesn't that sound cool?
The finger of destiny.
Yeah, traffic gridlock expected. Yeah. I'm not homie.
No,
that.
Dude, don't. I was telling you last week, don't go.
I know, but it's like the last time in my lifetime. And I'm going to be,
who cares?
100, throwing my tits over my shoulder going, I should have gone to the goddamn eclipse.
Let's go to Liberty Station, get hammered, run out on the patio, do a shot, look up, go blind. That'll give us a few days off of work.
Goddamn, do you remember that last eclipse? And
yep.
You know exactly what I'm
talking about. Trump looking right into the eye of the eclipse. Oh, God. He's literally pointing at it. Bigley, listen.
All day, everybody's saying, don't look directly at it.
And there he is, out on the porch. Do what you will. I don't know.
I love that you knew exactly what I was thinking.
He's squinting, going, is that it? I've seen bigger eclipses, not the biggest one of my life. No, it's just weird. Not impressed. Not on my watch. And on my watch, we look directly at the eclipse, communicate with. It's state of emergency declared in the Niagara Falls region.
Oh, no.
A news release issued by the region said the state of emergency was declared out of abundance of caution, which is what everybody's saying in the path of totality. Declaring a state of emergency at its disposal to safeguard the health and safety of residents and visitors to protect critical infrastructure if the scenario should arise.
Oh, no.
The release said, are people going to throw themselves off the Niagara Falls? The release said residents and visitors to Niagara are welcome as Niagara's local governments, emergency responders, schools, organizations been working together with the province. Police have previously said estimates of 1+ million people could descend on Niagara Falls alone, pressing the infrastructure to its breaking point. Niagara region is along the path of totality, making it one of the best places to take in the event. I suppose. I mean, everybody wants to be in a cool spot for their whatever, for the moment.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'll be standing on my back deck, staring directly into. The release said individuals should be prepared for crowds, long lines, and shortages of gas. Why would you drive into that?
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk you out of this for weeks.
I know. I don't. Yeah. And the more I read about it, I'm like,
You don't like crowds.
I know.
Yep.
I know. And my paranoia is kicking in.
What if you're standing there at Niagara Falls and Niagara Falls starts flowing backwards? And then you hear a voice going, "It is time to take you, bitches."
I know. And be like, Danger told me not to come here. That son of a bitch.
And there you are, floating backwards.
My dying thought is that asshole was right.
Yeah, I don't know why people, they're warned. You got every reason in the world not to go do this stuff.
Yeah.
You got to go tempt the gods. You got to poke the gods. But,
yeah, I really, really wanted to go. I'm just going to have to deal with the 80% eclipse that's here.
well, that's pretty good. Those are pretty good odds.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Last one in our lifetime.
I wanted to see it go completely pitch black.
You know, look at it this way. Like every mile you drive south, you could stop at the Rockford Hooters or something, and you gain like 20 seconds of totality. And then turn around and come home.
Are you a scientist?
Yes.
You've just been hiding it.
It's a little intimidating. I get it. I try to speak in layman terms.
Good. Thank you for dumbing it down.
But let me see what we have here. Good morning.
So I've actually got my daughter and I booked Airbnb down in the path of totality, but we're not anywhere near Carbondale. We're actually out in like the middle of farm country.
Oh, there you go. So at what, like west, what like Illinois? What are you talking about?
Yep. West Illinois, closer to the Indiana border.
Okay, yeah.
here
I
you
was
go.
looking over there too.
Okay,
yeah.
that's smart. So you picked a small town, a little
When are y'all leaving?
mom pop thing.
I'm leaving Sunday at noon to get down there because we actually booked the Airbnb overnight for Sunday night into Monday. And then, I read about the gas shortages, so I'm actually taking like 5-gallon, 10-gallon gas cans with me just to make sure I can get back home.
Jesus. You better take an extra jar of peanut butter. You know, the thing is, I think they're worried about people pulling off on the interstate and stuff. I mean, gridlock.
Right.
You know,
God.
like making dangerous situations. But
So I saw, like, this is where I started to realize, like, I probably should pack a little bit of extra supplies. I saw a Facebook post from the city of Salem, Illinois, down on Highway 57, because everyone coming out of Chicago is taking that down to Carbondale. They said they had an hour-long gas line for some of the gas stations down there for 2017.
dude, the threat is real, man.
So I'm like, well, if I take 10 gallons of gas, that gets me like 200 miles. I can get well out of that area and back home.
No, you're smart. I mean, that's a smart idea. Can you imagine 150 mile just back up trying to pull off on the interstate?
Right.
Rest areas are going to be jammed. Truck stops are going to be.
Yeah, my anxiety is already through the roof right now. I just can't.
Dude, you're talking about legendary pile-ups and fender bend. So you're going to get there early, and when is it? Monday? Is it Monday?
It's on Monday,
It's Monday around 1 o'clock.
All right. So you're going to be out there in your lawn chair just eating it up, huh?
Oh, yeah. We got a cool little spot. It's on a 40-acre horse ranch. So there's like a playground and like a little fishing pond and everything else. So, like, we're going to have plenty to do before it happens. And then since we're north of Carbondale, like, I got about an hour head start coming back from everybody else all the way down south.
This guy's a damn Boy Scout.
I know, yeah. See, and I was like, I'm going to leave at like 2 in the morning and drive down.
Well, you know how many cars are probably going to be on the
do
road?
the same thing?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
All over the place.
Well, I hope you have a great time.
Why is
I hope your travel.
Why does Carbondale keep coming up? That seems to be
it's right there.
the name I keep hearing.
Yeah.
Like in the middle
It's
of the
dead center.
totality, right? Okay. For us. Ground zero.
They get, I think they have like 4.5 minutes where it's going to be perfect darkness. So they're dead center versus like the edge where we're at is only going to be, we're a little bit off center, but we're going to get like 3 minutes. But I'm like, I don't want to fight the extra people for an extra minute. That's not, an extra 100,000 people standing in line or standing around Carbondale to see an extra minute of darkness.
And your main reason is what? Your daughter? Is that what'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter's in kindergarten, and I'm just sitting here going like, well, they're all going to do the same thing. They're all going to sit there in class that day watching it on a video screen. So I'm like, it's a close enough drive. Like, just take her out of school and go.
Yeah, little adventure. That's pretty neat. Well, it sounds like you're planning for the worst and prepared for the best, I guess.
I certainly hope so.
Gasoline. Yeah. So be careful, dude, driving with gasoline, man.
Can you check back in with us on Tuesday?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Gladly.
Sweet.
If the aliens, have you ever had a colonoscopy?
Not yet.
All right. Well, I'm not saying you're going to have one, but I'm just saying strange things happen during eclipses, so be careful.
I'll have to be prepared for the worst in that too.
Make sure you
Maybe bring some Depends on the way back so I don't freak on the way home.
All right, man. Have fun. Talk to
you too.
Yeah, be safe.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
All right, first, since we were just on the Eclipse chatter, a 105-year-old Texas dude is planning on seeing his 13th solar eclipse on Monday, if he lives that long. Laverne Beiser, here he is talking about the upcoming eclipse.
I've seen 12 eclipses. We've traveled all over the world to see them. I was lucky I had money back in those days. I could go walk out the door here and look up and see it. You don't need to go anywhere. My science teacher, I loved all my science classes.
Aw, dude.
He's adorable.
May we all be so adorable when we're old and not just old crotches.
King of the eclipse.
Let's dub him King of the Eclipse. Can we do that?
I love it.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, man, I love hot dogs, and man, I love radio. And two of those things have come together.
You're listening to the radio.
Thank you. Now, not that you have any plans to do it, but it would be extremely dangerous to touch our broadcast tower. We did have people threaten it during the whole 5G conspiracy thing. Do you remember that?
I don't. Our tower specifically?
Yeah. And Randy Hawk sat outside the tower site on a Saturday with a baseball bat waiting for people to show up, and nobody did.
For real?
Yeah.
I have never heard that story.
Yeah. These conspiracy people, it's always something. But one thing you can count on with them is their follow-through is garbage.
Right.
So, anyway, two guys who do experiments on YouTube used a long wooden pole to touch a raw hot dog to the side of an AM radio tower that was transmitting.
Yeah, AMs are hot.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're so far off the ground.
Yeah. It burned the tip of the hot dog right off. But it also played the signal of the radio station through the hot dog.
Really?
So it became a talking hot dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any audio on
Yeah.
that?
Well, never done anything like this before, but I'm going to try to draw energy through this hot dog to appease our curiosity.
Requires that
Here.
requires a tradition that affirms it. The Catholic, as I try to spell out,
That is insane.
It's a
The hot
talking
dog is smaller than it was.
at the end of every liturgical year,
Oh.
I write a piece on for
Show me the. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the hot dog has disappeared. Part of it. That's why you don't touch a tower.
And so, did they have it wired to a speaker? Where was the sound coming from?
from the hot dog.
It just literally came from the hot dog.
Yeah.
Came right out of the hot dog.
Dude.
I did not know this was available to us.
Made a hot dog
You know how many
hot.
people are going to take hot dogs out to our tower now?
You can't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, so here they are. I mean, they're dorks. Look at this dork.
Yes, the ampage of the wattage divided by the electricity and the wattage. And the ohms pi squared should make the hot dog rock. But let's find out. Saturday night.
God, that's so weird.
Yeah.
How did Trevor not tell us this before? He knew.
He knew. Withheld information from us.
Two DJs were found dead
with a bag of hot dogs.
with a bag of hot dogs and their clothes blown off in a Watertown field. Oh, yep. Trevor
There's
knows.
the reason why he didn't tell us.
Yeah, he knows. Do not tell those idiots about the hot dog prank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
hilarious. And it's funny because the tower that they're touching is like in the middle of a cornfield. Yeah. And I was like, is this QLZ? Is this our station in Springfield?
God, is that funny?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
I didn't either. Can make a hot dog talk. So there you go, a little science.
Wow.
Science section.
That's good advertising for AM radio. I'm not sure anybody listens much to AM radio, so this is a good plug for the industry as a whole. Remember, your AM radio people.
Yeah.
And, yes, give them a shout when you can. Hot dog, 50,000 watts of hot dog rock.
50,000 watts of lips and assholes.
It's pretty cool. I mean, dangerous.
Yeah.
You just cook yourself right there.
Totally. I mean, they were prepared.
So this is why they put those fences around.
Mm-hmm.
And little buildings, and I don't know, Trevor would have to tell me more about it, but just stick the hot dog wiener on it, not your wiener.
Never.
Unbelievable. I forget, they power down at night. When I used to power down some of our AM towers, which I don't know if the hot dog would still rock once I power down the AM, but now I want a hot dog.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to Portillo's and get a hot dog?
Yeah, doing that is a federal crime.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yes, as it should be. Yes.
Right. I have a feeling that this is their tower.
Now people are going to be out there trying to do a schmore and see what we've started.
Right, no. But pretty cool. I'm going to subscribe to those guys.
Hot dog.
It's Gearling Engineering.
Radio.
Sounds like they do some pretty cool stuff. So Gearling, Geerling Engineering. Give them a follow.
Are there signs up around AM
dorks
towers that say,
Will fry hot dogs?
I mean, the hot dog part doesn't surprise me, I guess, but the hearing
through the hot dog
audio is mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
There's just so much.
But you've heard those stories about people that can, you can get the AM radio through your old fillings in your teeth and stuff,
true. Right.
So I guess it's not all that surprising. I just never knew that there was talking hot dogs until today.
I just think
it's fantastic.
It'd be funny if they took Ebo off the air because some dude with a hot dog.
Right.
We're standing at the tower going, hey, let's F with Ebo. And now let's F with Ebo.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, so the AM and the FM towers are totally different.
Yes.
Your tower won't do that if you just walk up to the tower. It won't do that.
Right.
The AM tower the whole tower is the antenna. That's why it's charged.
It's live.
Your antenna's way at the top.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why you put FMs up on buildings and stuff, yeah.
Yep, there's a good experiment, experiment I guess you can do if you have a guitar amp, you turn it on and plug in just the guitar cord, you can hear JJO over that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to live in Deerfield, and my roommate had a guitar, and he's like, check this out. And he turned on his amp with just the cord in it, and the amp would play JJO.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
we are everywhere.
You're so close to the tower,
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, cool.
So then, the AMs are isolated from the ground. They sit on a big piece of porcelain, and all their wires are isolated as well. So they don't touch ground.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you were to just walk up and grab this, it would give you a white hot burn or a third-degree burn pretty much instantly.
Because they're kind of
grounded ground.
Yeah, they're kind of up on cement moorings. I think. They ride a little higher than FM towers.
Yeah, totally. The one
I've never done it, but I've heard you could jump onto the AM and not burn.
Wait, say that again.
Grounded.
Say the most important.
You can jump. If you jump onto the AM tower instead of just climb onto it, You have to be in the air before you touch the tower, and you should be okay. I've never tried it.
Sure, that makes sense because you're not grounded.
Well, we're going to try it. We got plans this weekend now. We're going out to the AM tower.
It's Jerb. Have a good one, guys.
Hey, you too, man. I knew it was Jerb because he's our tower guy.
Like Special Olympics at the AM tower site. This is going to be a great weekend.
Yeah.
You go first. No, you do it. No, you do it.
You got a little trampoline out there.
Yeah. We're going to take that little trampoline from Prince of Cloud, get a running start. Just hang on for dear life.
How do I get down?
God dang. What about a bird? No, a bird would be okay. A bird would be okay, right? I think a bird's fine. Jesus, dude. So much excitement out at the tower.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they're handling their wieners professionally. I'd be worried if they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, I'm excited to follow them on YouTube. More wacky stuff.
A talking sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, I think that experiment only works with the hot dogs that are made from lips and buttholes, not the all beef ones.
You know, it's weird. I saw that in that picture briefly that I looked at. That's a pretty low fence.
Yeah. I mean, they're like, hey, if you're feeling like jumping a fence and killing yourself, I guess here you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's jump the tower and smoke some soft rock, dude. Let's do it.
This tower was operating under 10 watts.
Wow.
There are many AM towers broadcasting at much higher power levels, so they are even more dangerous. RF burns can kill, and there's a few reasons that there are fences around these towers.
God, imagine getting frickin' vaporized listening to a Lionel Richie song on Magic 98.
That's how I always knew it would happen.
Well, no, some AM station, I guess.
Yeah.
I keep confusing the two.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Well,
we still have 1670 and 1550, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, doesn't 1550 power off at night still?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know what? For being in the same building, I sure don't know a lot about what happens around here.
AM, FM. I know AM bounces off the clouds, right? Or no, FM does. FM bounces off of clouds, and that's why you don't get the power.
The farm is on 1550 AM.
I love the farm.
I do too.
They freaking jam John Denver and 38 Special and John Mellencamp.
97.7. Yeah.
If you guys want to, cool, because Yankee's on there. It's Yankee's radio station. Our farm director chick, who I think I dated back in the late 80s.
Fun Big Friday with Pam Yankee.
Who didn't I sleep with in this building?
Me.
As I was looking at...
Take me out to Ponderosa, but...
Skee-Ball and I just gave each other a wink. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
One night under the AM radio tower.
Speaking of lips and assholes.
Yeah. The hot dog speaks. Shh.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
An American Airlines passenger was arrested for public intoxication after berating and hitting airline staff and mocking police officers about their salary, height, and penis size. She also pissed herself.
I'm glad it's finally a she. See that? Y'all crazy.
Angela Nicole Killian, here's the moment she was arrested.
You're under arrest for PI.
Okay, now you're under arrest.
Stand.
What did I do exactly?
You're under arrest for public intoxication.
What did I do? Stop!
Oh, man.
Stop!
We're charging you with resistance.
I have a recording! Pieces of mediocre your life. You make yourself feel good making 60 grand a year. You feel good your wife with your 5-inch.
Are you done yet?
Yeah. Stand up.
Okay, stand up.
5-inch. Well, thanks for the credit. I appreciate it.
Right.
Don't kink shame me,
Damn,
lady.
bitch. How big are you used to? Hot damn.
5-inch. Man, I'll take that.
I'm drunk.
That's not even an insult. She is
44 years old. You would never know it.
Oh, Oh, my Lord. That's a classic.
So apparently,
why is so many? Go ahead.
Apparently she's got a reputation. She was a bully who got so drunk on work trips that colleagues had to carry her home.
Wow.
So yeah. She's a banker. She mocked the penis size and salaries of cops as she was arrested.
Man. And I speak for all guys when I say that it's rude to make fun of our small penises.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, like,
Just throw
then
it
it's
out
like,
there.
what do you want? Them to make fun of your badge? Like, it's weird.
Right. You go for a very specific body part. It's really weird. Double standard.
She was pounding very full vodka tonics at the airport bar.
I mean, people can control how big their bodies get. I can't control how small my wiener is.
Right.
That's just how life, the cards I got dealt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what's your point? I'm already depressed.
Well, she was a customer experience manager at Capital One in Dallas until she was fired.
I'm going to make fun of her penis.
She pissed herself. Frequently went on week-long overseas business trips for the company where she drank heavily. I wasn't surprised by the video I saw given her behavior when she travels, and she's a heavy drinker in general. I have had to personally escort her to her hotel room on many occasions, one colleague said. They had to drag, carry her wheeler and a chair back to her hotel room because she wasn't able to walk.
God, your vagina whistles when you walk. It's so huge.
She's also said to be a bully who would make life difficult at work for those who are not in her group.
Thought we were talking about the coach of LSU women's basketball here for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
No, sir.
Capital One did not respond to requests for comment. Public records showed she was convicted of DWI in February 2022. Also involved in renewed divorce proceedings with her ex-husband. Former couple filed for divorce in 2016. They were granted joint custody of their 2 daughters. Yeah.
Who did she aim? Was that the cop? She was aiming the penis thing
Oh,
at?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That should endear yourself to the security team at said airport.
So she always had a drink in her hand. Well, there you go.
Where were they flying to?
They were flying to Colombia. She would, on average, get drunk 3 out of the 5 nights, and on at least one of those work trips, she would require help to get back to her room. Man, she's lucky. You're traveling to all them foreign countries. You're lucky.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like
Especially
a soon
they
to
find out
be.
you work for a bank. You know what I mean? Like, because they be snatching people up at the airports and crap, and then trying to get, what do they call it? Like, ransom for them. So...
There's probably some. Is there a term for watching somebody get pulled off a plane involuntarily when they're starting to act like an ass? There's got to be like a very satisfying emotion that comes with that, especially if they've been dicks. You know, were they in the air and then they landed, right?
No, she was in the airport lounge. She didn't even make it on the goddamn flight.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe she's anxious to fly, so she's got to calm her nerves now.
Okay. Do you remember David Dow?
Mm-mm.
The guy that got drug off the United Airlines flight? It was viral. This was from a few years ago. When was this?
It's especially great when they don't want to go, and then they try to defend their acting like an ass.
2017. Dr. Dow got pulled off the flight. And he was all
doctor.
bruised.
I remember that.
Yeah. So what if when we yank someone off a flight, they've been dowed?
Yeah, because he was.
They beat the snot out of him.
Yeah.
But he didn't even deserve it. Did he? Oh, maybe he did.
Trying to remember the details.
I am too. Okay, hold on. Let's go. On April 9th, 2017, at Chicago O'Hare, 4 paying customers were selected to be involuntarily deplaned.
Here you go.
To make room for 4 deadheading employees. One of the passengers was David Dow, 69, a Vietnamese American who was injured when he was forcibly removed from the flight.
They'll give you the option before you board, and then they're like, look, we're just going to draw names.
Yeah.
That just happened to me when I flew. They go, we are going to, if you do not take the money And a later flight, we're just going to draw names.
Yeah, he refused to leave his seat when directed because he needed to see patients the following day. In the process of removing him, the security officer struck his face against an armrest, then dragged him, bloodied, bruised, and unconscious, by his arms down the aircraft. This is not funny. Aircraft aisle past rows of onlooking passengers. The incident was widely characterized by critics and later by the United Airlines itself as an example of mishandled customer service.
Sure.
You've been dowed.
You got dowed. I mean, I get it. You're already on the. He was on the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of unfair if you're already on the plane.
Right.
They did it on my. No, it wasn't Southwest. Anyways, they made it very clear. It was Southwest. They made it very clear they were going to pull 4 people off my plane before we got on. And she kept saying, she goes, "Don't make me do it. Take the money." Yeah. And nobody volunteered, and I didn't see the aftermath of it. But once I got on the plane, I felt pretty secure. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough money to stay. It was like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, I've had that on our flights before, too.
And I went over and I asked her. I said, "I'll do it for $1,500 in the hotel if I don't get out of here."
I had a tuna fish sandwich. That's $12 in the airport.
She would not negotiate. She said, "Nope, we can't
Negotiate with terrorists?
negotiate with men with micro penises that we know fly on Southwest Airlines."
Yeah, let's listen to her audio again.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You're under arrest for PI.
Okay, now you're under arrest.
Stand.
What did I do exactly?
You're under arrest for public intoxication.
What did I do? Stop!
All right.
Stop!
We're charging you with resistance.
I have a recording! Pieces of mediocre your life. You make yourself feel good making 60 grand a year. You feel good your wife with your 5-inch.
Are you done yet?
Yeah. Stand up.
Okay, stand up.
What was the mediocre? What do you think she said after mediocre?
Mediocre snit life, I think is what she said.
Oh, gotcha.
Damn, girl, you need to see a therapist, honey.
Oh, ban for life. Why is it so hard?
It's she's clearly got other issues going on.
Yeah, you can still be drunk and just sit down and enjoy the flight because
what an idea!
I do it almost every flight, and I never get kicked off.
She must have been loud and belligerent, sitting in that airport lounge.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to be a dipsnit to get arrested there. I've been friggin' hammered at the airport before, and you just got to mind your P's and Q's. But, yeah.
I mean, even if your P is off and your Q is still on, they'll let you on if you're not a screaming idiot. It's not that tough.
Yeah, okay. One
Just sit
female
down
staff member said she told Killian she needed to consolidate her carry-on as she had too many, and she got mad.
So
I said, okay, just go.
Take those little sticks out of your little ears.
And so I said, okay, just go. And then when she gets to the door, she starts yelling and swearing, "Are you effing kidding me?" for unknown reasons. As she was telling the passengers she needed to stop swearing, the captain came off the plane because some of his paperwork was missing. The staff called a manager to bring the missing paperwork, and Killian, overhearing her, said, what did you say? What did you say the captain said? "You're not going on the flight. Get out of my face. You cannot be talking to my flight attendants like that," the captain told her.
Short leash. And you have to know.
We can't F with the captain either.
No, you can't F with anybody.
What did you say the captain said? "You're not going on the flight."
Said, "Hello, Captain."
She then became very belligerent. You're not... See,
I'd like to be
once
the one.
the captain makes the call, just go sit down.
Right. That's judge and jury.
Right.
Of the aircraft.
You're done.
Yeah. He
You're
is
done.
the superior ruler of that aircraft.
Right. And what are you going to do? All you're going to do is make it worse for yourself.
Because anything that happens to anybody, that's on the captain. Hello, Captain.
They talked to the staff, one of whom said she wanted to press assault charges and explain where she was allegedly hit with the phone. Meanwhile, policewomen tried to get Killian's side of the story, but she mostly said she just wanted to go home and yelled. I've flown for 30 years. I am a high school graduate, and I worked my way out of the darkest hole anyone could imagine, she said at one point, and you can F off.
Well, yeah.
She's like inspirational, and then you can F off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I like her. She's just mistimed, is all. I mean, I like her go get 'em attitude. It's just a little misaligned.
Yeah. One, you can't be that drunk.
Well, you can't be that drunk. I mean, you need an escort, and you're gonna have to. They're gonna have to draw blood and give you a breathalyzer before you get on the next plane.
Mm-hmm. I'm not that drunk. I'm just super traumatized. Well, honey.
Well, yeah, she'll say she was traumatized, and then her she mixed up her medication and whatever. It's the same old story.
It is.
But
I just always go back to there's somehow we all make it onto our flights okay. Right? And it's not like we're great shining examples of having our snit together. But like,
you know, it's funny. You used to be able to get on a plane, say you were leaving Montego Bay, and you buy a bottle of Appleton Estate rum. You were allowed. You used to be allowed to open that on the plane and drink that bottle.
You used to be able to smoke on a plane too.
That's a fact. I was still, I was, yes. I saw smoking on airplanes. It's so bizarre.
It is.
The little tiny ashtrays that were full and overflowing.
Yeah.
But you can't do that anymore either. I mean, that's cutting into their profit if you're going to drink, I guess. But that had to cut down on problems.
Yeah.
And people used to handle themselves with some kind of class.
I don't know what's happening. And she's 44. Honey, get it together.
44.
You need to slow down on your drinking.
Well, I mean, if you don't know by now, take a boat, whatever, do something.
Yeah, she pissed herself. You were drunk.
Did she peed herself?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss that? Hi, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. You know, the lady probably deserved to get kicked off the plane. One, she was probably overserved at the bar. Because for $15 a drink, you know, you can drink a lot.
Yeah.
Your airlines get away with way too much. They get, you know, they're judge, jury, and everything. Granted, this lady deserved to get kicked off, but you know, they have way too much power and nobody to call to. You know, I'm going to kick you off your flight because we need these 4 seats for different people.
Yeah, happens every day. Happens every single day. I know.
Because they overbook.
Right.
And they get away with it.
I know it.
Now, what would happen if you undersold yourself and did dead air? You'd be fired.
Well,
but it'd sound better.
Damn!
Ouch.
Damn!
I hope that's an April Fool's, though.
Not you, Pete.
Thanks,
I love you.
Appreciate you. Thanks. No, he's right. They do overbook.
Yeah.
I know they do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
100%.
Don't know why you think they'd have that down, though.
Yeah. Especially with, you can, I don't know, the check-in feature. It just seems like with all the technology now, the overbooking shouldn't be a thing. But it is. But didn't you have a plane story, too? Wasn't there another Boeing thing that just happened?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
I think a toilet overflowed.
Here's a Delta Boeing 737 makes emergency landing at Minneapolis.
No, it was on the way
Saturday
to San Francisco.
Night.
It wasn't the door. The toilet overflowed. I mean, that's probably a big plane with a lot of people pooping. And if you didn't empty that thing, and then you have one pressurization problem, it's like refueling, except in reverse. All the poo and the pee was going down the aisle.
Eesh.
So they circled, turned the plane around, had to defumigate the plane, and then they put everybody.
This one was a flight 1736 from Denver to Minneapolis descended to a lower altitude out of an abundance of caution to evaluate a potential maintenance issue.
It's like to catch a frozen turd right to the chin. You're just sitting there, just minding your own business, having a nice cocktail. Boom. Incoming.
Yeah. Oh my God. You don't want to Google all these stories. Holy crap.
Of toilets?
22 injured as plane makes emergency landing in New York after extreme turbulence.
I just saw it. 17 people, I think.
This one has, yeah.
Yep. You just drop out of the sky.
Yeah. Boeing. Yeah, there's a new thing for travel people. If it's Boeing, I'm not going, is the saying. Because, we need to have a fancy title for everything.
The other flights, airlines are like, good time to jack up the baggage fees again, isn't it? Yeah. I see a meeting coming. I'll say aye. Good. Jack it up.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.